Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. Ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries, let's go for now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. just take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeling your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me. 'Cause let's start over now. Rewind. And I won't let you go. I need you by my side.
Well, hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate you. Hello, hello, hello. Good to see all of my beautiful pearls out there. Remy says hi. She's snuggling with me right now. She's in a cuddly mood. She's in a cuddly mood. Side note, I did go to the post office today. Either tonight, I'm gonna hopefully try to do it tonight. If not, then tomorrow we'll be opening up uh packages and all that stuff. So uh we we'll see from there. So it's good to see you all. Hello, we got a lot to talk about today. Things are getting crazy, per usual. Oh, Kelsey. Good to see you, Karen. Who else do we got? Kitty, Kelsey, Hey Jude, Casey, Nana, Eileen, Wait What, Gypsy, Michelle, Jody, Justice Jane, Mythical, Hey Jude, Maxine, Lori, True Crime Junkie, Chica, Carol, Stephanie, Susan, Jilly, Luna, Valerie, Canadian Cookie, Lori 77, Hey Jude, Angel of Light, Kitty, Buddha, Gail, Tina, Pretty Petty, Dancing Queen, Kathy, Lori, Passion Flower, Soul Shine, Groovy, Pamela, Nicole, Donna B, Carla, Tracy, Amanda, Audrey, Tina, Paula, Susan, hello, Allie, Shining Star, Murder Mystery, Pale Rider, Shauna rather, CT, Hey Jude, Old Soul, Ann Elizabeth, Ya Girl, Yvonne, Gemini Lady, Jerry Lynn. Good to see you all. Hi, Susan. Oh, you want your back scratched, Joe? That's what you want. You want the back scratch, don't you? That's what you want. That's what you want. Dina Lynn, good to see you all. Sharon, hello everyone. Roller, good to see you all. Hope you all are well. Yes, she's wanting her back scratched right now. She's sleepy. She's sleepy. She's ready for hello Kendra, girl mom, Catherine, Lolo, Maxine, CD, Morgan, Meadow. Good to see you all. Peacemaker. All right. You want to lay down? You want to lay down and get to work? Can you hear her? She clicks. She clicks. Oh my God, Audrey, me too. I'm so glad. She's so tired. Um, okay. Let's get it started, y'all. Hey, Smiley. Good to see you, Lisa. Hello. Oh, thank you so much, Carla. Thank you, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Oh my God, I can't stand it. Remy has a pink piano being delivered to your PO Box of 24. Oh, Carla, you are so sweet. That is so cute. I can't even take it. Oh my God. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. Thank you so much, my dear. Y'all are so good to both of us. Every one of you. Thank you so much. Very sweet. Okay. So, a lot's going on. It's back to this vehicle. When it comes to Sebastian's case. Now, someone called in last night, and I talked to neighbors today. Actually, I just got off the phone with one of the neighbors. There is nothing, no one around there that says that their daughter or boyfriend or anything of that nature was there that night doing anything like that. So the neighbors disagree. I think that would have been put out sooner if they actually thought it was something. Now, number two, they did not want accordion. That's funny. They did not want this footage out. They did not want this footage out. I am 100% sure of that. That is one thing I'm 100% sure. They did not want the footage out. Which begs the question, why would you care if it's nothing, right? If it's nothing, why do you care? Right. Now, there is something that I do want to clear up according to the neighbor, because we for a moment, the way Edgar said some things was, we kind of was thinking that there might have been a vehicle, or not Edgar, scratch that, one of the neighbors was saying something that there might have been two vehicles or one vehicle there twice that night. To the best of everyone's knowledge, one vehicle, one time that night. One vehicle, one time. I agree, Chica. Hey, Jude. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate you. Neighbor Bobby would have been all over that, in my opinion. She said two separate incidents. So the two separate incidents, what she was referring to, let me clear. Thank you for bringing that up. The two separate incidents is what she was referring to. The car incident with the flashlights, that's one incident. Second incident is the trash truck. that is the two incidences, if that's a word, two incidents that she was referring to. It wasn't like the vehicle being there twice. She was making clear that they were two separate incidents to not confuse the garbage truck with the car and the flashlights. So thank you for bringing that up. No, there was no Uber. No, no, no Uber. None. Nope. Nope. Not at all. This is one of the most important aspects of this case that we have, right? You're not going to convince uh intelligent people, at the very least, that there was no Uber at all around anything of that. Trust me, I have spoke to the neighbors. No Uber. Now, when it comes to so what? Who's talking about Heather? Where are you hearing that? So what Uber driver did they talk to and verify the airport? Who's saying that? I have never, Jesus, Lord. I've never heard an Uber driver, and why this be related to the. He knows what the vehicle was and the people. 3 a.m. Yeah, Uber drivers can drive anytime. There was an Uber who took someone to the airport, but that was a different street. Yeah, that was nothing to do and anything to do with that area. Right. Trash truck doesn't have blue light lamps. Well, I mean, this is the thing. None of the neighbors know whose car that is. They certainly say it's not anyone that's a neighbor's boyfriend or anything like that at all. I'm sorry, but the trash truck is candy cane lane on wheels, no mistaking it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can't mistake it. You can't mistake a damn garbage truck. And let's get real, right? Yeah, Karen. Yeah, yeah. I think it's only a matter of time, y'all. It's only a matter of time. And these things will eventually be revealed for what it is, right? And then that's when history will our work will show for it. Everything we have talked about the last nearly year, your work will show for it, right? And, consistency is key. Consistency is key. Leslie, I do believe that we're getting much closer. I do. I do. I believe that there are people um, are sweating, and you know, uh, it is what it is. Um, it just is what it is. We've got a lot to talk about. I think it is, Erica. I think it is. Um, and you know, people will say, it's not about this side or that side. It's about, you know, Sebastian. And I agree with that. I agree with that. The problem is, in many of these cases, many times the people that, i.e., friends, family, parents, are and can be the ones who do something really bad. Right? And that's where it gets tricky. That's the last thing anyone wants to think about, is that, you know, a friend, a family member thinking of doing something to a child. But you also have to go by what we know, what we hear from their own mouths, how it stacks up with what they're saying, what police have said, and sometimes it points in a direction, in my opinion. Right? Susan, thank you, my love. Good to see you. Hope you are well. I've always said corporate parents have done horrible things, in my opinion. Absolutely. Absolutely. Um it Yeah, we've learned quite a bit of things over the last few weeks. We see Sebastian's last hours of knowing where he is. And within, you know, 12 hours of this, video or less, everyone's life is changing forever. Where's the accountability? Right. Um, it's I understand, protecting sources and all of that, but um this is something, it seems something different, you know. Um it's weird. It's weird. Yes. Let me show you that, actually. I meant to do that. I meant to upload that, and I got sidetracked. But looky here. Peter Hyatt and Pat Brown are two of some of my most favorite not only creators on here, but analysis, behavior analysis. And please keep Peter in your prayers. He's battling a really bad, all cancer is bad, but please keep him, his wife, and his family in your prayers. Peter is one of the most professional human beings, on this platform. But I always respect Peter because he's not afraid to say it, but he says it with integrity. He says it he says what he says his convictions and what he believes. And he's rarely wrong, but he's not afraid to admit and say, yeah, I could be wrong. I could. Which is kind of refreshing for a YouTuber because, you know, people who can admit they're wrong and just, but he's rarely wrong. I digress. Anyway, keep him in your prayers. Over many years, in-person interviews in child abuse allegations, when boyfriends or stepfathers introduce the topic of discipline, choosing his own words, the child was physically abused. In missing children's cases, analysis from transcripts, when the mother's boyfriend or stepfather talks about discipline, the abuse is central to why the child went missing. The latter is far more intense due to the child's unknown to law enforcement and the public status and plight. Hashtag Sebastian Rogers case is an example of the guilty seeking to control a narrative that he knows will condemn him. The guilty knowledge rises to the surface. If we are listening critically, not emotionally, it is his own words, not mine, not yours, nor the interviewer. Said with class. Always, always said with class. Always said with class, right? And we're gonna talk on that today. Because in my opinion, I believe something physical happened that night just by the words that we have heard directly from their mouth, right? The behavior and the past from the closest individuals that you could be. And that is a wife, a husband, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, someone you're dating, a lover, anything like that. And we hear the same echoes of abuse, in my opinion. In my opinion, it spells itself out. It's laid right in front of us, in my opinion. The own words, the actions, the voice shaking with anger whenever he's asked a question about something they answered. Right? Have you ever had a CPS case? Yes, in 2 states. Josh asked, about them being open or anything. The voice quivering. Imagine behind closed doors. Imagine behind closed doors. No, when it comes to, I just saw a comment in there. I think Eric Craddock will, I think in TBI and all of FBI, I think justice is on its way. I think justice is on its way. Right. It's coming. Hey, Tara. Good to see you, honey. I'm sorry, Cecilia. I just got over it. I know. It's really bad. It's really bad. Also, Cruella is out on the Facebook streets. We'll talk about that here shortly. I want to talk about something here. But I'm never, I don't know how people can literally spend hours talking about Seth and who has nothing to do with this. Nothing. Zero, zilch, nada. Nothing. Whether you agree with everything or some things or nothing, it has nothing to do with why Sebastian is missing right now. If you just sit there and talk about Seth, you're not doing anything, in my opinion, to help Sebastian, help find Sebastian, help raise awareness to Sebastian. It's about what happened February 25th into the early morning hours of February 26th. LA, I will state it as a fact. Seth had nothing to do with his child missing. He had nothing to do with it. Zero, zilch, nada. He had nothing to do with it. You may not agree with everything that he said, everything he's done. He had nothing to do with it. He had nothing to do with it. If there was one iota. That he could, yeah. People think, I mean, people think with their emotions. Yeah, I get that. But this, he just had nothing to do with it. And that I know for sure. And history will show that as well. History will show that. And I stand on that on the 12th, 16th day of 2024 at 6:27 p.m. Even Chris and Katie said Seth didn't have anything to do with Sebastian disappearing. That is true. That is true. War put up a video in a little bit. I'm going to talk about that as well. Let's see your emotion. Emotions can make you not see the truth. Yes. Mm-hmm. It certainly can. It certainly can. It is never, when you first view these cases, it should never be out of, what, if you like this person more or that person more. It should never be anything about that. It should be about what happened that night. If they are willing to go to the length to show that, say that, prove that, they had nothing to do with it. Now, again, nobody has to prove anything to the public. I get that. I get that. Completely understand that. But also, why wouldn't you? That's what I always say. Why wouldn't you? You have so much help out here. Why wouldn't you? If you have these Life 360s and you have, time cards and time slips and all of this, why wouldn't you? History has a way of repeating itself. And in my opinion, this is something that has just came to a head in this house. Because of one person. I don't think Sebastian would be missing today if it wasn't for one person. One person. Whether the person directly did anything or not, I'm not saying that, but I believe whether Sebastian ran out on his own, which I don't believe, but if he did, or other, I do not believe Sebastian Rogers would be missing today if it had not been for one person. And I know people will, say, I just wanted to point out, Seth's flaws and this, and I'm not on any side. I've never been on any side or anything. Yeah, you have. Yeah. But things are we're hopefully getting closer. And I believe with Eric coming out telling us that he does have information, that Seth has completely done a 180 on supporting, the police, the local authorities. Also, the newsletter or the press briefing, or the statement rather, that they gave the other day. We've heard more in the last 2 weeks than we have in the last 7 months. Right? Find the car and you'll find the boy. I agree. The neighbors say that, in their opinion, that it is a small, dark car. It's what it appeared to them, allegedly. Credit goes to Web Sleuths. Link is provided in the description.
The teacher reports it to CPS. CPS comes to the house. That case has nothing to do with Sebastian getting spanked. That had everything to do with Sebastian didn't like being in trouble. So he thought by reporting it to a teacher, they were going to come to the house and they're going to take me out of the house and do this and do that.
He thought that reporting this to the teacher, that they were going to take me out of the house. Wow. Report what? And how many reports? How many reports? There's allegedly 5, allegedly 4 on you, that the teacher kept reporting. Why would he want you out of the house? Why would he want you out of the house? Most teenagers, they'll get mad at you, right? They'll get mad at you. 1 second. Sorry about that. Most kids, teenagers, will get mad at you, right? And a lot of times they don't like, your decision or whatever. But kicking you out of the house, that's something else. That's the question, right? True crime addict. That's the question. You were removed from the house and it pissed you off, in my opinion. Well, he's made very similar accounts twice, right? He thought he was going to get me kicked out of my house. That's what he thought. Nina, thank you, my dear. Really do appreciate the support. Merry Christmas, my love. Change one ankle and wrist hooked again. My house. Right. He would never have thought at 15 with special needs that he could get kicked out of the house. Yeah. Would Sebastian have even known, right, that they will kick one parent out of the house? Would he have known that? I don't think he would have known that. In my opinion. In my opinion, he's leaking like a sieve there. Right? How would Sebastian know that it was going to get him kicked one parent out of the house? Right. That's what he says.
With Sebastian, didn't like being in trouble. So he thought by reporting it to a teacher, they were going to come to the house and they're going to take me out of the house and do this and do that. That is what the CPS case was about. And yes, I laughed at it because when I explained to Sebastian, very detailed, what happened, he thought it was a joke.
Oh. Oh, so Edgar explains to Sebastian very detailed. Okay, well that's how he might know. Get kicked out of the house. Because you just said, you explained in detail. But Edgar, you said he was socially awkward. So how would he understand what you explained to him, Justin? I feel that CP would have provoked Sebastian, telling him he and his mom will lose everything, in my opinion. Because when a parent is removed from the house and that parent comes back, an autistic child like mine who lives by the book would tell on parent, and parent would be removed by CPS. Hey Tar, you okay, darling? I need to talk to you in a little bit about ask how Amy's doing and all that. So, oops. All right, here we go.
When the CPS lady shows up and looks at him and says, Sebastian, you can't false report. That will get people in trouble and you can get in trouble.
False report. A false report. You're the one that said, Sebastian, where's your belt? Ain't got it. Sebastian says, whack. And then you said he lied about not having a belt. He didn't lie.
And then she explained to him what happens.
What did he say you did to him?
Listen.
Can I ask you, what does that have to do with the price of eggs in China when it comes to the disappearance of Sebastian?
Trigger. Survey says trigger. That triggered the hell out of him right there.
Because
right?
And then she explained to him.
Let me tell you something. Trish right here is very intelligent. She's been in true crime for a long time, and she is the, I'll just say, owner of Web Sleuth's website. This isn't her first rodeo. And he was so rude to her.
What happens?
What did he say you did to him?
Can I ask you, what does that have to do with the price of eggs in China?
Boy. I mean, she's very patient there. Yeah. But, he could have just said, I don't want to answer that. Even just the way he replies. Deflection to Chinatown. Deflection to Chinatown. Yes. Exactly. Survey says deflection to Chinatown. If you're going to quote a saying, no. He's pissed off because she's not buying his narrative. I would agree.
When it comes to this happens, and you can get in trouble. And then she explained to him what happens.
I mean, if Sebastian was making this up, why couldn't you just say, oh, well, he made this up, such and such up? Right? No. I talked to my girlfriend about it. There's no way in hell. I mean, if she did or he did, they probably shouldn't have a job. That's what I think, the path.
What did he say you did to him?
Can I ask you, what does that have to do with the price of eggs in China?
Well, you said, Sebastian, well, first you said that it was 3 stories, and once you got them all unwound, you got them all fixed or whatever, how you said it. You could have just said, Sebastian was mad at me because I said, I don't know, a pet cat, right? Something like that. If it's, there has to be, I mean, I just don't see. Listen, when a kid goes to school, right? If they don't have this weight on them, right? If they have a healthy life, they don't go to school and worry about what's at home, right? They're there to learn. They're there with their friends. There's a lot of distraction at school, lots of things. They should not be thinking about home. And if they are thinking about home, something is wrong there. Something is wrong. I tell you that. Tell you that. I think it's the only place he felt comfortable, heard. I don't think he's going to go to school 4, 5 times and just say something outlandish. And the teacher's like, okay.
When
Well,
it comes to the
And let me tell you something. Every CPS call, especially like those who get called on them a lot, uh, a lot of times they'll check, but sometimes they don't, like if it's been within a certain period of something, like they may call the school. They may not do anything. It just depends on how long it's been. Most of the time they do, but it just depends on how like they report it as well. How they report it is the very important part.
disappearance of Sebastian.
because I'll tell you why. Because you're wondering why people are coming at you. And
Yes,
it's
because
because he was in your home last. That was the last place he was seen.
yes, he
So
was.
when we hear these things, it's like, okay, let's just clear it up.
And that's right. And that's exactly what Trish was trying to do. Let's clear it up. Transparency, right? Well, it's what you would think. But, whenever there are, according to Seth, 5 reports, and then you have the stepdad's ex-wife and mother of his daughter comes out and talks about the things that she has alleged lived through, and then the behavior that you see on top of this, the lack of transparency about where he was, what they were doing, the so quick to shut down that it was no car or no human activity outside when we clearly know that there is. 4 other women 5 times in 20 years. That's just marriages. That's not including girlfriends. And then the fact that you admit that you did not want Sebastian around your child. and that you guys were actively trying to get him out.
And see what happened. Because I'll tell you why. Because people, I'm not saying me, but I've seen people say, hey, he was hitting his child. He reported it to his teacher. Did something happen? Was there an explosive incident that happened?
No, absolutely nothing of that nature.
Okay.
And for people to not understand,
For people to not understand. For people to not understand. You
when
said
you
it.
discipline a child, there's a difference in discipline and abuse.
I know that there's people that's going to disagree with me in here, and that's fine. I don't believe that anyone should hit a child, whip a child. It does nothing. It only makes them fear you. They do not learn anything other than fear. It doesn't teach anyone a lesson. It is, in my opinion, a way for parents who can't regulate their own emotions to be physical, whipping their child. I don't understand. And I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. I don't understand why the law allows a parent to whip a child, physical contact, whatever you call that is. You do the same thing to your wife or your husband, your ass is going to jail. So this is someone that's smaller than you, that their brain is growing, that why are you, I got whipped, right? It did nothing. Didn't teach me anything. And if someone thinks that Edgar stopped at one, you've lost your mind, in my opinion. You've lost your mind. Exactly, Tara. That's all it does. It's for parents who, can't regulate their own emotions. We are, it's a different time, right? Parents without patience, yeah. Yep, control, no room for growth. Yep, exactly. And to do that to a child that was born with a chromosome deletion, for a step parent that is physically doing, spanking a child, you're insane.
There truly is a difference.
But I think hitting anybody with a belt is abuse. I'm sorry, I do. And a lot of people agree with me, and that's the problem.
And
So
guess
we have
what?
a difference
That's
of
the
opinion.
great thing. That's the great thing about having your opinion.
Yes.
That's an opinion. That's not a fact. That's opinion.
Okay. I think a belt is abuse, but that's my, again,
Well,
that is my,
if I was leaving bruises and marks on a child, that's abuse.
Well, I mean, it, you know, there's about 3 pictures that we see that there's out there. One, in my opinion, definitely looks like a bruise. KK was taking pictures of Sebastian 11 hours before the 911 call, the non-911 call, rather. And zooming in, right? Zooming in, sending it off. She says this is chocolate milk. No. Zoom in. Chocolate milk does not do that. That's not chocolate milk. Exactly, Debbie L. That's my point. Right. One second. Now, in my opinion, that is not chocolate milk. I'll just say that. Right? Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to pop up something here. Bear with me 1 second. If I don't know. I really don't know about the eye. I mean, to me, it looks blue under here, but I think this could be a shadow. But it looks really blue there. I won't. But this, right before, look at those marks. Right before he goes missing. Less than 72 hours. You cannot whip someone, scream at someone into submission. That's not the way it works. You have to find why they do what they do. That's what you have to do.
That would be considered abuse.
okay.
Yeah.
I think a belt is abuse, but that's my, again,
Well,
that is my,
if I was leaving bruises and marks on a child, that's abuse. That would be considered abuse.
okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
so
but-
by definition,
that's weird.
That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. You can say your opinion, and that is fine. But you have to back it up and say, what I'm stating is just an opinion. There's no fact to it. When you don't say that, you leave it open to interpretation for a lot of people to take it and run with it. That was a lot of the problems with this.
And there will be people, I can get people from CPS that will say hitting a child with a belt is an abuse. But here's the thing, you're right. That doesn't have anything to do necessarily with Sebastian and his disappearance. But what it does is it creates a narrative in people's minds that we need to clear up and change, Chris.
Yeah, and if he's claiming that it's a lie anyways, right? So if it's a lie, just say why it was a lie. But he doesn't want to do that. Wonder why.
We need to clear it up and change it. Okay, so let's do that.
So we just did.
Okay. If now you did go on Nancy Grace and say that CPS has never been called, and
No,
a lot
that's not. No. Nope.
Okay. Now listen to what he says here. Nope. But then listens to what he says after that. I need to pull Nancy Grace up. Let me find that.
Okay, that's what I heard. What did you say?
She asked the question about a situation, and she asked me if I had ever had CPS called on me. I believe is what the question was. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't exactly know what the question was without hearing it again, so I'm not going to.
But he said nope. I don't know what it is, but nope. Okay.
Answer you with something without having it in front of you.
Okay, that's fair. That's very fair. Very fair.
Hold on, it froze. Oh, it froze on me. Give me 1 second. Well, damn. 1 second. Hate when it does this.
The teacher report.
CPS has never been called, and
No,
a lot.
That's not. No. Nope.
Okay, that's what I heard. What did you say?
She asked the question,
and it froze there again. Okay, let me go to here. Let me see what Nancy says right here. 1 second. F C. Oh wait, we need to go to this. Let's see what he says. CPS. Okay, 2958 is the first time they say CPS.
Did not make it to CPS.
No, ma'am, that did not.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
And my attorney and myself are well educated on my case.
This is the first time they say CPS.
Was there a TRO taken out against you regarding
Yes, ma'am.
your daughter?
Not a TRO, but a TPO.
A temporary protective order. Why was that taken out?
So in regards to that case, my ex-wife had a TPO.
Also, he says a 15-year-old boy. Mind you, a 15-year-old boy at the table's not real happy. But he says it happened years ago. Okay.
Against her in Tennessee at the time. When we went to court, that got dissolved. I was ordered to hand my daughter back over to my ex-wife at the time. She gets in a truck. She fleds to New Mexico. 2 days later, she files one in retaliation.
Okay, right here.
Is it still in place?
No, ma'am. That was dropped within, I think, 2 weeks of it being put in place.
Did you hear Cruella?
I've got a question about the belt incident. You're telling me that was the only time that you ever hit Sebastian with a belt.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're also telling me that did not make it to CPS?
No, ma'am. That did not.
There we go. There we go. There we go. He says it did not make it to CPS. There we go. There we go. That's what, yeah, Maurice. Yes. There we go. Flat out lie. Big fat lie. Mother chicken, you mother chicken. No. Lie. There we go. Then why? Got me beer punch in the air. Listen.
That you ever hit Sebastian with a belt?
So, again, that just shows you right there. Number 2, right? If we can't believe that, do we believe that it was one only time that he whipped Sebastian with the belt? One swat? And also, you know, Sebastian would have had his clothes on, and if it's their house, he would have had a diaper on. Where you whipped his buttocks.
I've got a question about the belt incident. You're telling me that was the only time that you ever hit Sebastian with a belt?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're also telling me that did not make it to CPS?
No, ma'am. That did not.
Question
Yes, ma'am.
regarding Faith's furniture.
Yes,
A few days after Sebastian goes missing, did you replace furniture in Faith's room?
No, ma'am. I have not replaced any furniture in my daughter's room.
Is there any new furniture in the home?
Yes, ma'am. There's a bed that was given to me, and it's currently in my garage.
Is there any new furniture in your house? He mentions the bed in the garage. Bed in the garage. Bed in the garage. Why the hell, after your stepson goes missing, why in the mother chicken is anyone bringing a damn bed over to begin with? Why? Now, remember, Sebastian wore diapers at the house. Right? He wore diapers at the house. What's this new bed for? Didn't you guys allegedly buy all brand new furniture when you guys moved in? Like, the last thing I would be worried about is saying, oh yeah, go ahead and bring that bed over that I don't need. Bring that mattress over, bring that bed over, and just sit it in my garage, this useless bed that it's going to take up space. And it's not like, there's a missing child going on or anything. It's not like you have anything to, come on. Yeah, less than 2 years ago. Something is wrong with this bed incident, in my opinion. And I'll be the first to say, I don't know what exactly, but I just don't get a good vibe about it. Because no one is switching out beds, bringing over mattresses, or anything like that whenever your child is missing. Nobody is even thinking about something like that. Reminds me of Gannon's bed. You see the difference, though. And God, I pray nothing happened bad to Sebastian. I pray nothing happened to Sebastian. But there's two things that also concern me. One, a mattress protector. And number two, he wore diapers. You can take it from there. Why? I don't think that there would be a mess, in my opinion. Justin, now that Sebastian is gone, his daughter can come, so she needed a bed to sleep in, allegedly. Oh, no. He had a whole bedroom set up. There's a whole bedroom set up for her. Whole bedroom set up. She had already been there in December. She had a very nice bedroom. Really nice furniture. Right? So there's that. Deborah, thank you so much, my darling. Oh shit, I just knocked it off. Well, thanks for telling me. I've probably been screaming in your ear because I had the microphone on max. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. I wish somebody let me known earlier. I'm sorry. Thank you for telling me. That should be better. Sorry to people with earphones.
Has anything been taken out of the home?
No, ma'am.
In my opinion,
I was curious about a statement that Miss Proudfoot made earlier that canine dogs hit on the barn around the home and near a retention pond. Did that happen?
right. That's exactly right. Bingo, sweet sativa. Very good point. If new bed was for Faith, why keep it in the garage for so long? Right? Just take it right in the bedroom. Why keep it in some dusty ass garage? Right? It's another great point. Yeah, they did web sleuths after this one. They did web sleuths. Well, Edgar did. Injit, thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you. If you receive that membership, that pearl necklace, make sure you thank In Jazz. Really do appreciate you because
You have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees. Thank
thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. But as far as news channel and TV, oh yeah, I mean it's been 240 days or so since they've done any sort of media for the child that they say walked out of their home. No. Don't think so. Lisa, thank you, love. Thank you. You can't start taking my glasses. We're in the middle of something. You can't take the glasses today. Thank you so much, Lisa. Really do appreciate you. If you receive that, make sure you thank our beloved Lisa, because you have been promoted. So it's just a coincidence that a neighbor said Sebastian had to sleep in the garage, and lo and behold, there's a mattress in the garage. I don't know. Okay. Thank you, Deborah. When I take phone calls, I have to pump up the mic. So that's why. Neighbor said it was a mattress. Thank you, Eileen. I appreciate that. I'm ready for this case to be over. Like stat. I'm like it's like we got to get answers. We got to find Sebastian and we got to move on. Trevor Lee was the first to do this case. Duchess, Josh, Smiley, and myself. We were the first ones on this case.
I'm not sure about the barn, but the retention pond, yes.
Because law enforcement says the dogs did not hit. But Miss Proudfoot says they did hit around the retention pond.
So there's been a lot of miscommunication in regards to what is and what is not. To help clear that up, law enforcement has actually spoken directly with me, showed me a few things. What I can tell you is from day one, there was 5 dogs that started the scent for the search. And then after that, from the next 8 days out from that, there have been dogs
Marie, that's who I said first.
The country that have come in and done searches and had scent hits in various locations. But I would say a certain percentage of them tend to go toward the same spot, which would have been a retention pond.
Listen.
So the law enforcement dogs did not hit on the retention pond. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying they did. There was at least 3 that I know for a fact that did hit on the retention pond.
So now there's at least 3 there. Yeah, Regina, that's who I said first, Trevor. Trevor was the very first one. It was Trevor, Duchess, Josh, Smiley, myself, in that order. We all did it within the same week or two. Now there's 3. And wasn't Sebastian sent. Now let's get back to the CPS. Let's see where it's mentioned here. 5. CPS law enforcement did make a welfare call. Okay, 1 second. Let's find the next one. 3. Where was it? Bear with me. I'm trying to find it.
Would be entirely out of his routine. He could be engaging in behaviors that he hasn't engaged in before.
Oh, no.
He could be looking.
Sorry.
Did you pass your polygraph?
I did.
Those questions out of the way. Was Faith in the home when Sebastian went missing?
No, ma'am.
Does anyone else have a key?
He wasn't even allowed in the home, Sebastian. He didn't even get to see his stepsister whenever she was there for Christmas. They just got to talk on video from Seth's to their house. Crazy.
To your home beside your immediate family?
No.
No, ma'am.
That night, Miss Proudfoot, at midnight when you went to bed, what did you do until midnight?
I had been reading a chapter that I needed to, and I had been talking to my husband on the phone. I was falling asleep on him, so that's when he told me it was around midnight. He told me to go ahead and put the dogs up and go to bed, and that's what I did. I got up.
Bull crap. We're going to go back to something in another interview here in just a second. Just remember that. Just remember that part. Right? Just remember that.
Put the dogs where they sleep, and then I myself went to bed.
Where do they sleep?
They have a big pen.
A pen, is it inside or outside?
Inside.
Inside. That reminds me of another question. Do you guys have a motion sensor light or lights on the outside of your house?
Yes, we do have lights on the outside of.
Well, the thing about it is, Lakeside, in the beginning, she told the person giving the interview that 10 o'clock she fell asleep. 10 o'clock. There was nothing about her talking to Edgar.
Our house.
Did they activate that night?
They're not motion censored. We have lights.
Were they on that night?
No,
Okay.
ma'am.
Were they on that night? So the lights were out the whole night?
Yes, ma'am. We don't typically turn the floodlights on.
Were there any lights outside the house on at all?
Just my little solar lights that we have in the garden.
There's
Yep.
2 lights on the side of the house above the garage that are on at all times.
Oh, yeah, those are on.
How do you forget? How do you remember a damn solar light, but you don't remember the lights that are on the side of your house where the garage is? Oh, yeah, those are on. Yes, exactly, Star. Oh, yeah, those are on. it's like, you know, wonder if those were turned off. Brandy, wonder if those were turned off. You would remember if your child ran away. Yes. Yep. Exactly. 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 And with no alarm system. I don't kill in time. I mean, you're welcome to your opinion. I don't think all three of them know, though. I really don't. I honest to God don't. You know, if I thought for a second I cannot defend someone, you know, that I think did something. You know what I mean? But this is the thing, like, if Sebastian is somewhere, were they in their interview? Is it, yeah, they're in their fifth wheel here, 3.5 hours away from their home. 3.5 hours away from their home. Right? Nobody who is somebody, she probably wouldn't answer. Has there been any answer that Seth has said, I can't answer that? Right? That's none of your business. Like, I'm trying to think here. I mean, he's answered things, the CPS reports, yeah, but that's by law. He can't say, right? Like, it took him an attorney to get that, and so there's that. Give me my glasses, madam. Just sit here. That's it. You know what I mean? Amazing Edgar. Justin, Nick put out a post regarding a Lakewood garden in Tennessee. Isn't that a cemetery? I don't know. Seth never refuses the answer no. I think he doesn't at all. I've got glasses over there. I'll show you guys, because you always say she needs her own play glasses. She wouldn't play with them. I've got the same glasses over there. Nothing. She won't play with them. Not unless they're on my face. All right. We got to let the cover. Let's go.
Oh, there's a light above the garage. It's on at all times.
There's two. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So those lights were on?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The reason.
Edgar, are you sure those lights are on? Are you sure those lights were on that night? Are you really sure those lights were on that night? Because people say differently, Edgar. They don't say what you say there. I mean, KK forgot about them, that they were on. But why do you say they were on when you weren't even home, Edgar?
FBI, open up!
I don't understand, Edgar. I don't believe they were on, in my opinion, at least. But I wasn't there either. But, you know, people have said.
reason
Where's
I'm
the right one?
asking is because I heard you say earlier, Mr. Proudfoot, that your neighbors have been very, very forthcoming with their Ring camera info.
Why do you, Nancy is so strategic. I love her. Love her. Because why do you think she just said that? The reason I asked that, she says, is because the neighbors have been very, very forthcoming. It was her way right there after they answered that question of saying, oh, really? Well, the neighbors have been very, very forthcoming here. And it sounds like you aren't, in my opinion. Nancy already knew that question, Mother Chicken. Okay. And I'm sure Edgar's like, gulp.
And I was
Yes,
trying to determine if any lights were on, what, if anything, they may have caught. But I understand from your previous interviews that nothing of any evidentiary value was caught. And also, in another statement you gave, I understand that the video of the 2 flashlights, and I'm saying that with air quotes, that's not exactly what that was at all. We now don't believe that 2 flashlights were observed around your home. Is that correct?
you're
Yes.
very correct.
Okay.
Very correct on that one. Very correct on that one, he says. He wants it to be very correct, in my opinion. Very correct. But it wasn't a garbage truck. There was at least 2 individuals there 3 hours before a non-911 call went out that a child is, quote, not in his bed, end quote, which is also true. My son, Sebastian, is not in his bed, right? That's true. But how is he out of his bed? What happened? And it is not some boyfriend. It is not some girlfriend. It is no one in that neighborhood. They would have no problem. No problem. Law enforcement did not want that out. Why? I'll tell you why. Because it shows a hand to the suspects, whoever they are, that we've got some information here. We're on to it. Never wanted that out. So the only thing they can do now is either say, we don't know what we don't know, or come out and say, yeah. We're sus about this. Or it's nothing at all. Which is what Edgar and KK said. Nothing to see here. I don't know about you, but if there wasn't even a scent of my child, let alone anything else, and someone was in my backyard at 3 a.m. in the morning, running through my neighbor's yards to get to mine, I would damn sure think it's something. Damn sure thinks of something.
Question regarding your vehicles. Ms. Proudfoot, what make and model do you drive?
I drive a Infinity SUV.
Yeah, watch Edgar here.
Year?
We're gonna go do something else after this, right after this.
2017.
And sir, what do you drive?
I drive a diesel truck, Chevrolet.
Year?
I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's a 2021.
27.
So your Infinity SUV was parked in the garage or outside the garage that night, Ms. Proudfoot?
In the garage.
In the garage. And Mr. Proudfoot, your vehicle was on location in Memphis. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. So there's only one car at the home. Is that right?
There was actually a work vehicle in the driveway at the time as well, but it hasn't moved. We can't give out that information because we don't have permission from her work.
I don't understand that. What?
About the make and model of the vehicle.
I have a work van that was also parked in the driveway.
Why is that? If it's out in the driveway where people can see it, why is that privileged information?
It's public.
We just don't have permission from her company to divulge that information.
Divulge. We can't divulge. We can't divulge it. He can't divulge or be crystal clear on the divulging. He might divulge somewhere else. Go divulge. Divulge it. You divulger. Hold on 1 second. All right. Watch this. Oh. Hold on. We'll get to that. But I want to show you something here. All right. Was it a short that you did? Okay. It was a short. He will divulge his pervy. Have y'all seen this on War Damn Eagle?
Y'all not only
Watched that earlier. It looks wide open to me. Wide open spaces to me. Wide open spaces. 1 second. Okay. All right. Now, I don't know much about. Someone just sent me. I honestly don't know much about like the SF guy or anything like that. But someone just sent this to me. Let's address the trash truck versus flashlight video and the misinformation. Now, I have not read this, so just an FYI. The trash truck, how did he word it here? The trash truck versus flashlight video. So the flashlight video and the trash truck, which it's not a trash truck, it's a car, video is the same video. It is just the flashlights are up here in the upper yard, and then closer to the camera is where the lights or the vehicle is. Right. Okay, hold on 1 second. I need to... Yeah, Trishy, I got it. Okay. Let's address the trash truck video versus flashlight video and the misinformation that BHB and allegedly with Brittany J continue to spread day after day as part of their grift. Yes, I know who the 3 a.m. vehicles belong to and who is driving them. Vehicles, plural? There was one. BHB and Brittany J are falsely claiming that these vehicles are part of the lights video captured on surveillance footage. They are wrong as usual. No, they're not wrong. It is the same video. It's the same video. You can see it in the same video. It's right there. I mean, I'm confused on what he's saying here because it's the same video. You see it, the same video. No, it was one vehicle, one time. There was no two vehicles ever. Ever. There was no 2 times ever. There was no 2 vehicles ever. It was one vehicle at 3:10 a.m. period. Okay. The trash truck was on Kellen at 5:01 a.m. and on Stafford Court near Sebastian's house at 5:12 a.m. I disagree with that as well. Now, I mean, I need to ask the neighbor, but I know that I think they got there. They could have started on Kellen at 5 or 5:15, but it wasn't near Sebastian's house at 5:12. The lights video everyone is discussing was recorded at 5:09 to 5:10 a.m. That's no. That's absolutely no. I disagree with that. I completely disagree with that. We know this because the full uncut video, longer than the version seen publicly through Nick Barris, includes the trash truck turning on and proceeding along its route on Stafford Court. What is he saying? The trash truck on Kellen is at 5:01 a.m. and on Stafford Court near Sebastian's house at 5:12 a.m. The lights video everyone is discussing was recorded at 5:09 to 5:10 a.m. No, I disagree. We know this because the full uncut video, longer than the version seen publicly through Nick Barris, includes the trash truck turning onto and proceeding along its route on Stafford Court. So yeah, it was somewhere. It was like 5:50. I knew it was like 5:15 or something when it came in. So people that have saw this, and the video, I mean, let me just pull this up. I don't know why this is becoming like a big deal again. I mean, it's been very clear that it's the same video. Bear with me as I give me 1 second. Okay. I'm just trying to find the best one that I can find here. Bear with me, guys. I apologize. Okay. I'll just pull this one up for now. This is at, okay. This is at, well, actually, I'll show it to you. It shows the time, and it shows, never mind. I'll just show it to you, prove it to you right now. Okay. This is, you see the truck here. It's a little bit zoomed in here, but watch. Look at the light. See this light moving? You see, did you see that light moving? Watch it again. Okay, this is when this light kicks on, right? This is when they zoom in. Hold on, let me find something. I zoomed in on this one to try to find, to look more at the car. But let me just show you something right here. This will be very easy to prove. Okay, that's not the one. I've got one that where they recorded from the phone. It's the one with the car. I zoomed in different ones, but okay, here we go. Perfect. Right here. Now, this is obviously smaller. I'll try to find the bigger one. But if you zoom in with your finger, no, Nick never saw the entire video, by the way. Never did. That's a good point. Thank you, Tina, for that. Look, I'll try to find the bigger one, but look up here in the corner right here. What does this say? Let me see if it'll let me. Hold on. You know what I'll do? Just give me 2 seconds here. This is what I'm going to do right here. 2, 1, go. All right, watch this. It shows the date and all that. I'm going to just give me a second. And I'm going to prove it to you. 33 seconds. All right, there we go. Okay. Oh, damn. Did I not fucking record? Sorry. I think I just completely messed that up. I hope I didn't. Okay. This is really important because I don't know why anybody's making a big deal out of this, to be quite honest with you, because it's very, okay, here it is. Here we go. Look at this right here. You see on the top there where it says 223:24. You see that on the top? Lakeside Lawyer, thank you so much, my dear. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, top left. Thank you, Mohawk. Guys, if anyone wants to become a member, please become a member. Greatly appreciate it. 223:24, 311:04. Okay. Look right here, and you're going to see those flashlights. This was clipped. The flashlight part was clipped and was given to Nick Barris. This part with the cars did not come out until a later time, right? The date and the time, the date is wrong. It is, but it is from that weekend. That they do know that, for sure. But all you got to do is look. There's the lights. Hold on, this may not be the one. 1 second. There's a longer one. Mother chicken. I'll find it. I just had it. I don't know what the hell I did with it. This one might be it. Okay, here. Yep, this is it. This is it. Okay, here we go. Here's one. You're going to see this light come over here. There's also, you can see someone walking up toward there. But watch this light. They're clearly walking. Watch when I fast forward it and hold on. See, watch this light right here. You can see it move across. If that is a trash truck, going through someone's yard, then never seen a trash truck go through someone's yard. And you just saw the time on it and the date. It's the same video. Right there. You see it. You're going to see it. Oh, I got to push play. Goodness. Right here. See it moving. Right there. It's very, very, very simple. Yes. Yes. So if time and date. So how do we know if it's from that night? Because the people said so. Well, what's interesting about that is uh I think a day after it fixed itself. It fixed itself right back. It fixed itself right back. But also, if it wasn't from that night, law enforcement would have said it's not from that night as well. And it was from that night. 1,000% was from that night. So you can believe it or you cannot. I mean, it's totally up to you. But the truth will come out, and we'll be on the right side of history when it comes to supporting the truth for Sebastian. And they can tell when the trash truck actually came by the school bus and oh, it's very clear. Girl mom, it is so clear. Clear as day. Yeah. The trash truck, 1 second. It's extremely clear. Like, I don't even understand why oh, watch this. Videos. Think it might be this one, maybe. Sorry, when I have to find stuff, it takes me a second, and it annoys me because I have to make y'all wait. But it's clear as day. It takes a while to get through all of the houses in that neighborhood. That's very clear. But was that it? That wasn't it. 1 second. I may have to find it in a little bit, y'all. I know y'all want to see it, but I don't want to take up too much time and bore people. It's gotta be. Let me check one more thing, and if not, then I've got the video somewhere, but it's pretty easy to find. It's just a little clip of a trash truck. Nope, that's not it. And it's of the daytime. If you really want to see it, you can go back to. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here, let me just put duplicate so I can play it a couple times. Duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. All right. Thank you for your patience.
Also, random
Look here.
vehicles coming through their street.
People.
Also, random vehicles coming through their street.
People.
Also, random vehicles coming through their street. Also, random vehicles coming through their street.
Look at there.
Also,
Look at that
random
big ass
vehicles
trash
coming
truck.
through their street. Also, random vehicles coming through their street. Also,
Look at that big ass trash truck. Jinja, thank you, darling. Thank you so much. Justin, the neighbor were asked to check their cameras that morning. They would certainly know it was night before, in my opinion. Well, yes, and that's, you know, the people that the neighbors that had this one on the corner, they were asked to check, and they did not even know that the time and date was off because they sent it to the police. I know this. They sent this to the police, and the police came back and they said the time and date's off. And they went back to their house to double check that that was the actual time and date. And I think after like 24 hours after this came out, like the recording happened rather, is when it all switched back. It's very weird. They said it's never happened before and it's never happened since. Take that how you will. Yeah, I don't. Something is very wrong here. Very, very wrong, if you ask me. And for the record, for those of you still confused, law enforcement knows it's not a trash truck. It just wasn't supposed to be leaked to the public. They know and have. Yes, they 1,000% know it's not a trash truck. That is the only thing that I will tell you that I am 100% sure that it was not supposed to be leaked and that it is not a trash truck. That is one thing I can tell you. And I won't put allegedly on that one because I know that. There was no Uber, Lyft, boyfriend, girlfriend, lover, whatever. There was none of that. I talked to the trash company. It wasn't them at 3 a.m. No. No. Same as the landfill search, but it got leaked. Absolutely. Sure did. Perhaps Kiki. It really is, Trishy. It really is. Well, let's humor the trash truck idea. Could it have been rented or borrowed as part of a premeditated plan? No. The date and time was stuck on the date and time. Seth said when he watched the original video, the time never changed. Right. CP so proud that there is no evidence makes him think planned. We got 1,000 likes. Oh my God. Congratulations. Thank you.
And it
To
was
Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot.
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Proudfoot, what happened?
because, you know, he's 15 and snacks. Snacks because, you know, he's 15 and
Something that I believe we're pervy to. Something that I believe we're pervy to. You would ask me, remember off the top of my head, I think it's Sebastian gotten in trouble. He got caught lying. And I had asked him, I said, hey, you know, you got to have a punishment for this. And drive a diesel truck, Chevrolet.
Year?
I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's a 2021, I think.
So you're
I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's a 2021, I think.
Thank you all so much for 1,000 thumbs up. You never disappoint. Really do appreciate you very, very much. Justin, when did the 2 phone lines dropped? Was it 2 weeks prior? It was February 6th. February 26th. February 6th, 2024, according to records. Partay, 11 months, Mandy. Really do appreciate you, cuz I can't read without my glasses. Because we're pervy to parties around here. Yes. 11 months, that's crazy. 111 more to come. I am a proud pearl. Represent, girl. Represent. How you doing? Justin, do you know if it was Sebastian taking out the trash? I don't know. I don't know. I personally believe it was. A lot of people don't believe it is. And said the lights video was around 5:09. Trash right after. No. Let me show you this. Let me find this. Maybe. There's too many things to open. Did I exit out of it? Here we go.
You're crazy.
Hold on one second.
What would you like me to do? You know, I can.
I'm trying to go back and find.
So I'll be right back.
Right. And so there's some things that aren't going to be public, aren't privy to, and there's good reason for that.
Here, I've put you on the platform.
You have me and Chris.
We are not doing that.
Well,
But
It doesn't
and
matter,
I
though.
did want to clear
That
it
does
up.
not matter.
I
I
got
did
it.
want to
matter
clear it
one
up,
iota.
Chris. I
Chris?
did reach out to you on March 17th, publicly and privately. You responded to me publicly. You asked me to ask my question publicly. I did. You didn't respond. I reached out to you privately again.
I gotta find the wording to it. 1 second. 6-5. Shoot. Sorry. Wrong one. Bear with me. How did it go there? Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Okay. It's hard to do it with one hand. Okay. I'm trying to find the CPS thing because this is very important. Control F, CPS. Okay. 28 is the first one. It's not that one. 2. Okay. Three. 4.
About the CPS thing that came up to play that everybody wants to tie to this belt is not what it was.
Okay.
Well, I think it was confusing because
There we go. There he goes again. There he goes again, saying it had nothing to do with the belt. Again, he says it right there. Buzz. You think you heard a frog? No. You heard my monkey. It's your words. Your words, Edgar. Your words.
when you initially talked about it, you referred to him as an embarrassed 15-year-old. So
Yes, you did.
like it was years ago.
We thought it was.
Or was you an embarrassed, 45-year-old?
Like right recently.
Well, instead of
So let's
asking
clear it
more
up.
clarification,
Let's clear it
that
up.
should have been. So, as it stands, Sebastian went to school one day.
Do you see what kind of gaslighter he is? Do you see what kind of gaslighter he is? Well, you should have asked for clarification. You're the one that said it. Well, you should have asked for clarification. Are you just caught? How about that? That's what it seems like to me, in my opinion.
He made a statement to a teacher.
Listen.
The teacher reports it to CPS. CPS comes to the house. That case has nothing to do with Sebastian getting spanked. That had everything to do with Sebastian didn't like being in trouble. So he thought by reporting it to a teacher, they were going to come to the house and they're going to take me out of the house and do this and do that. That is what the CPS case was about. And yes, I laughed at it because when I explained to Sebastian, very detailed, what happened, he thought it was a joke. When the CPS lady shows up and looks at him and says, Sebastian, you can't false report. That will get people in trouble.
I mean, he seemed very, very good at that dinner. I don't know about y'all, but I thought he seemed very, very good at that dinner.
And you can get in trouble. And then she explained to him what happens.
What did he say you did to him?
Can I ask you, what does that have to do with the price of eggs in China when it comes to the disappearance of Sebastian?
It cut off.
Because I'll tell you why.
Because
you're wondering why people are coming at you. And it's
because
he was in your home last. That was the last place he was seen.
Yes,
so
he was.
When we hear these things,
right here,
it's like, okay, let's just clear it up and see what happened. Because I'll tell you why. Because people, I'm not saying me, but I've seen people say, hey, he was hitting his child. He reported it to his teacher. Did something happen? Was there an explosive incident that happened?
No, absolutely nothing of that nature.
Okay.
And for people to not understand, when you discipline a child, there's a difference in discipline and abuse. There truly is a difference.
But I think hitting anybody with a belt is abuse. I'm sorry, I do. And a lot of people agree with me, and that's the problem.
And
so
guess
we have
what?
a difference
That's
of
the
opinion.
great thing. That's the great thing about having your opinion.
Yes.
That's an opinion. That's not a fact. That's opinion.
Okay. I think a belt is abuse, but that's my, again,
Well,
that is my
if I was leaving bruises and marks on a child, that's abuse. that would be considered abuse.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
So
but-
by definition,
that's weird.
that's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. You can say your opinion, and that is fine, but you have to back it up and say, what I'm stating is just an opinion. There's no fact to it. When you don't say that, you leave it open to interpretation for a lot of people to take it and run with it. That was a lot of the problems with this.
And there will be people, I can get people from CPS that will say hitting a child with a belt is an abuse. But here's the thing, you're right. That doesn't have anything to do necessarily with Sebastian and his disappearance. But what it does is it creates a narrative in people's minds that we need to clear up and change, Chris. We need to clear it up and change it. Okay? So let's do that.
So we just did.
Okay.
You didn't.
If
No, you
now
didn't.
you did go on Nancy Grace and say that CPS has never been called. And
No,
a lot
that's not. No. Nope.
Okay, that's what I heard. What did you say on that?
She asked the question about a situation, and she asked me if I had ever had CPS called on me, I believe is what the question was. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't exactly know what the question was without hearing it again, so I'm
Okay.
not going to answer.
246.
On the table. Nothing has been taken off the table, period. That's the same statement law enforcement has made. That's the same statement I'm going to tell you every single day in and day out.
Katie gave my son to your mother and father. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that.
Say it one more time.
He gets so
Do you not want
mad.
to say that?
Oh, I got to show y'all that.
Well, we can move on. So
No. I want to hear it.
There's a rumor out there, Chris,
that
your mom and your dad have Sebastian. It's been brought up to me.
Seth, you know darn good and well, you got a question about my
I'm just
mother.
asking.
You pick up the
Did they
phone.
take you
and
somewhere
call.
to like a boot camp or anything like that? And Katie just thought I wouldn't accept it.
I got to show
I
you.
don't think
Hold
Seth's
on.
She
being
speaks
accusatory.
again.
I think he's just trying to clear up a bunch of BS that's been online.
Right. And I'm trying, and I'm telling you, if he's had this suspicion, he's got my mother's phone number. He can pick up the phone and call her. She is not afraid to
No,
answer any
Chris, I'm not
questions.
saying you. I don't want to talk to your mom. I want to talk to you, and I want to talk to Katie.
Well, it's real simple,
Just
Seth.
asking to put it to the rest.
You have seen the video footage of Seth
haven't.
on Sunday. Don't tell me you hadn't. I know you have. You sat in the room
No, I
with
haven't.
all the agents.
No, they didn't show me the video footage, buddy.
So you didn't see, you weren't sitting in a room
Wait a minute.
with law enforcement, the district attorney, when they showed you a video, when you wanted proof of life, saying that you hadn't seen proof since Friday. When you've been at my house the first 3 damn days.
Sunday, buddy.
Chris, let Seth speak. Go ahead, Seth.
Chris, they showed me video proof of him coming out of Texas Roadhouse on Sunday.
On a Sunday night. You damn right.
Just, Chris,
Seth, I got a problem with you sitting here making these accusations. Because if you got a problem with them, guess what?
Let's squash it.
I think we're just trying to talk things out, and I don't even know if this should be public, honestly.
Same.
Okay, here's all the public knowledge you need on this deal. Law enforcement has talked to my parents, my whole family. Once again, the statement is true, what law enforcement says. Just because you hear a rumor,
yes,
doesn't make it true.
Chris,
I don't think he said it was true. I think he's just trying to clarify.
Seth was not shown the inside of the Texas Steakhouse. Very good point, Mohawk. He had just recently seen the inside, from what I understand.
That's not clarifying. No, stop sitting here trying to defend his actions. Stop.
Okay.
The fact is, Chris, is I'm trying to squash the rumor. We're both here. squashing the rumor.
Seth, there is no rumor. You know my parents were not with Katie on Sunday.
That's all I'm doing, Chris.
No, you're causing a problem because you know damn good and well where my parents were at their house on Sunday night. They weren't near Katie. They weren't near Sebastian.
Why does he get so up in arms over his family? His family. Right?
And if you got a problem, all you got to do is pick up the phone and call her. Be an adult. Be a responsible adult. And just call her.
Chris. Can you hear me, Chris?
Oh, I can hear you.
Oh, I can hear you.
Because all I'm hearing is anger and attitude from you. What I'm trying
And you should, Seth. You should. Because what you're doing is bullshit, and you know it.
Okay, stop.
Okay,
People
all
are
right,
talking
enough.
over each other.
Enough.
Seth, go, and then Chris, go. Please, Seth, and then Chris. Thank you.
Chris.
Watch
A
this.
unified front squashes rumors together. That's all I am stating.
Okay, Chris.
This is a rumor floating around, and I would like us to squash it.
Yeah, I think that is a great rumor to try to squash. That one's on Facebook, and the rumor is actually that about your mom, her car being parked at like Worsham's and him getting
Okay, so here's the answer. The final answer to
It's
this.
not just an online rumor because people have driven up to me and personally spoken about this.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, can I make the statement?
I wish
This is very simple. This conversation has nothing to do on social media. You want to have this conversation, Seth? You call me, you get Heather, you get Chloe on the phone. Hell, I'll do you one better, and I will get Bobby and Carter on the phone, and we'll all sit down and have this little fucking powwow.
How about that?
we're not going to have a powwow like that. But I would
Well, then guess what?
The situation, and I would love for it to be private because I believe a lot of what is happening right now should not be public.
So explain to me why you don't want Bobby and Carter involved.
I didn't say I didn't want Bobby and Carter involved. I said I was referring to your tone, which is very angry.
Oh, I'm very pissed.
I know that.
Listen, I'm going to show you.
I think we
Hold
just
on.
all need to take a breath because no one is
Bobby
accusing
and
anyone of
Carter.
anything. We are trying to dispel things. Because in turn, dispelling these things will
You're
take
so full of
some
shit.
of the BS off of you.
Whoa. That was uncalled for. And Chris, I mean, I do understand your anger, but I know these ladies. I don't know Seth. I just know what I've seen. But these ladies are not full of shit.
I didn't say they're.
Edgar, question. Are you still talking to Bobby and Carter? Or has things been a little quiet from you and KK? Asking. Someone wrote, Katie, Chris, and the B-Sox all know what happened to Sebastian. If they truly didn't, they would be out there searching for him day and night. A mother like you, Katie, wouldn't be able to sleep, eat, or think straight if her child was missing. A mother who truly cares would be frantic, not silent. I don't care about Chris. He's a stranger. But you, Katie, are blood related to Sebastian. You were the last person with Sebastian, and as you've stated, you know what happened, and deep down, you know he didn't just run away. This whole narrative seems scripted, a skit you've all concocted in your minds. Your marriage was falling apart, and in a desperate attempt to stabilize it with your user, you chose him over your own son. You're protecting a stranger, a manipulator, a narcissist. The B-Sox left the very next day without a care in the world, that their grandson, whom they didn't like in the first place. Now, that's a lot of allegations, I'm not going to lie, but she responded to this today. We have ratchet breaking news here. She responded. Cruella responds, "It is people like this who continue to perpetuate information. Get your facts straight before you put out garbage like this post. Until you walk in someone's shoes, you have absolutely no idea what you speak. You, like many only others, only want to further the narrative in your mind just because you don't see or have knowledge of what is going on doesn't mean that nothing is happening. If a dog and pony display for personal gain and benefits is what you desire, then you need to look elsewhere. There is plenty for you to view and participate. If everyone was as passionate about finding this child as they are to create a narrative that is nowhere near the truth, well, how do you know if you don't know the truth? Time and effort would have been spent on addressing comments like yours. Um, how do you know if you don't know the truth? That's the question. Yes. Yes. Exactly. Did KPCP or Sweat Sox do anything with for Sebastian's birthday, especially as in probably not. I don't think Edgar is as tight with Bobby and Carter as as he wants everyone to believe. I agree. Yeah, do you know? She's been commenting lately. Yes, Ginger, she did. She just ate her whole bottle. She's been commenting lately. And then we hear, KK giving people information. It is rumored, shall we say, that the relationship is not going that good right now. What do y'all think about that? Is interesting. She's commenting pressure increasing. I think that was it ever? Right, Holly. I mean, I think that he allegedly in Louisiana. Right. But I mean, he was kind of allegedly working on his sixth even before Sebastian went missing. Right. I guess wife number 5 isn't lucky number for him. Lucky number for him. Exactly. Same, Teresa. Good to see you, honey. Some say it was over before S went missing. They cannot hide. We got Wi-Fi. It's Edgar selling out. I think that they will remain a united front publicly, but I think privately it's pretty much done. That's just my opinion. Could be completely wrong. Chicky, I would say so. Hard to get rid of the problems. Yep. CP has always not answered the questions. Lady Lexi, yeah, sure does. You're right. They're both sleeping with one hope. I think so. Carter is the TBI agent. Yeah. I bet it's true. They both know it's fixing to blow up. I think they do, Michelle. I think that they are sleeping like that. And yep, who said that? Lakeside. Ding, 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 ding. Watch Edgar and get the 250. Well, did she get back from, her little trip? Her little trip, honey? Don't know. The first to squeal gets the deal. Stomping grounds. Yeah. What? I'm Edgar the Eighth. I am Edgar the Eighth. I am. I'm doing time and found my love behind. Is that a song? I don't know. Just joining Justin. Mods, who are Carter and Bobby? They are authorities that works. One works for TBI and the other one's, I think, local. Or Henry the Eighth. Oh, I'm sure Holly. Herman's. Edgar the Eighth. They want to know if you're taking calls. If someone wants to call, they can call, sure. KP could throw a wrench in his custody case, and yeah. I just think there's too much there between the two. How can KK live with herself? Seriously, I don't know. Hello, Chris. How are you?
Hi. Hey, Justin. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Okay. My phone's about to die though, so hopefully I can stay on this call.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I've been kind of coming in and out. My internet connection was not too good today, so I'm gonna have to watch the replay of your live.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah. But I was just wondering. So you said you did get the email with
I
the
think
Google Earth file and this
I think I did. Was it a
shots? It was screenshots like showing how to open a TMZ file.
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
Okay.
My internet. No, go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay, so well, I was just going to say, yeah, with the KMZ file, it has to be the Windows desktop version of Google Earth. It won't work on the mobile version. But yeah, if for some reason if it won't launch Google Earth when you
Oh, yep,
when
I
you
got
click
it. I got it right here.
You got the screenshot?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope that'll help show them how to open it and how you can use those files, because I mean, that's actually one of my favorite tools of Google Earth, because you can pin any location, and if you're talking to somebody and they're like, oh, hey, look at this spot, you can send that file right to them, and they'll be able to see the same location, the same pinned location. And yeah, the other thing I was going to ask you real quick is, I mean, do you think there's anything to that cell phone?
Cell phone, as in the one
The
Silver
one that,
found?
yeah, the one he found on highway, what is it, 231 or something like that, and Harrison Lane, kind of near that intersection.
I love Silver. Love him and Mrs. Silver to pieces, but I don't think it has anything to do with it, no.
Okay. Well,
Personally,
I mean,
that's just my
yeah,
opinion, though.
I don't. Yeah. I mean, I was kind of, I don't know. I was kind of intrigued by it, and it just seemed kind of, I don't know. I personally thought maybe there could be something, but who knows?
I mean, you never know, at the end of the
Yeah.
day. But I think it would be, the phone would be, it would have been like, this is almost a year old, right? This
Yeah.
case. So I think it's
Well,
highly
somebody
unlikely.
said, 27.27 miles, and he went around that distance looking, and then he found the phone, and well, I'm sure you know the whole story about
Right.
it, but yeah. Okay, well, I better go before my phone dies, but yeah, I hope that that email and the screenshots will help, with using those TMZ files,
Yeah. Emergency did say Terry. Yeah, it did say Terry. It did. But there's a lot of Terrys as well.
Yeah, it's kind of a common name. I don't know. It just, to me, it seemed like, well, maybe, but yeah. Okay, well, thank you, and
Thank you,
I'll
Chris.
listen the rest of life.
I appreciate you, my
Okay.
man. God bless you. All right. Bye-bye.
You too.
He's a good guy. They were trying to say the camera is at the wrong angle. Yeah, Silver's he's done really good. Love Silver and Miss Silver. They're good people. Good hearts. Good hearts. Good hearts. Oh, well, thank you, Spirit Seeker. Appreciate ya. Thank you so much. You received that pearl necklace. Make sure you thank our beloved Spirit Seeker, and make sure you join us for our members only as well, and all the exclusive content. Clutch and Pearls, it is likely that Sebastian could have only pushed out such a heavier than usual bin, seeing it was only footage showing anyone in the front yard. That it's Sebastian could have pushed out such a heavier. I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's hard to know. Oh, you got it, Art Taylor. How are you, honey? You doing okay? Spreading the love. Thank you for spreading the love, my sweet Spirit Seeker. She needs to come up soon and join us. Spirit Seeker, tomorrow I might play some of your live, the end part of that we kind of was talking about today. Make sure y'all go sub up to Spirit Seeker. Mods, please drop her link. Lots of good content over there. I want to know what Edgar was doing for the 17 hours when he had to bring back the RV. They're doing the scope tomorrow. Yeah. This is hard. Thank you for subbing, Mandy. Awesome. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. I might be back here in a little bit with Pearl. We've got some gifts that we need to open. We will see. Nothing in Hendersonville Christmas Parade. Hold on. What was that? They have an update on WKRN channel right now. Really? Hold on. WKRN. Where do they have that? Oh, I don't know, but I support this if Trump does it. He's trying to stop the daylight savings time. I texted you the link. Please stop the daylight savings time. Can we stick to one time? All right. WKRN. I see you done sent it to me 45 minutes ago. We've got some
months since anyone saw missing teen Sebastian Rogers.
In that time, search efforts have expanded well beyond Sumner County as celebrity bounty hunter Dwayne Dog Chapman increased the case's social media presence, which is a double-edged sword. Because last week, the sheriff's office dealt with speculation about a suspicious person who it turned out had nothing to do with Sebastian Rogers. The sheriff urged everyone to approach these rumors with caution.
News 2's Caitlin Quisenberry takes a deeper look into the power of social media.
A celebrity to come into the case is refreshing for like in the Sebastian Rogers case, because I believe that case needs attention. There's a lot going on, but there's not a lot of answers.
In September, about 5 months following Sumner County teen Sebastian Rogers' disappearance, Dog the Bounty Hunter joined the search effort.
Let me tell you something. Dog the Bounty Hunter, look at Sebastian's search. You can check, right? And when Dog got on the case, when you see Dog and Sebastian Rogers together, it goes like this. The graph, way up.
Since then, the social media presence surrounding Sebastian's story has only increased. But the benefits of social media presence are yet to be determined.
There's a lot that we don't know about the relationship between the missing and the media. For a long time, we've been saying it makes a very significant difference when missing persons get traditional media attention. But we haven't even empirically proved that yet.
Dr. Michelle Genis, an associate criminal professor at the University of Louisiana Lafayette, tells me in her studies of social media and missing persons cases, celebrity involvement can expand the audience from local to national.
I think what happens is that individual user may start paying attention and say, oh, well, this case is personal to me because it's personal to this person that I look up to or care about.
A private investigator in Utah privy to the Gabby Petito case tells me it was social media that helped assist in her discovery, and it was Dog's presence in Utah that pressured law enforcement response in other cases.
Within 2 days of being here, we held a press conference and Dog mentioned, we know who you are. Next thing you know, the very next day, the Grand County Sheriff's Office revealed who was the killer, revealed that they had a suspect.
But at the same time, while there are benefits, a retired 26-year Nashville police officer says there are also challenges.
You get so many leads that are false positives that the police have to spend their time checking on every single lead that is called in. So it's...
Well, thank God.
Makes it very, very work intensive.
As law enforcement continues to search for answers, Dr. Genis tells me the power of influence falls on the user.
Social media is a tool, just like a hammer is a tool. And we can use it for good or we can use it for bad.
In Nashville, Caitlin Quisenberry, News 2.
I support anyone who is actively trying to keep their it was Devin, not the same. I'll go listen to it. Never mind. But when it comes to social media influence, Dog has made a big awareness is huge. Awareness is huge. Hold on, let me check something. I'm going to text the neighbor right now. 1 second. Let me see if she'll answer me. With the I'm gonna see if I can find something on that. Thank you, Justin, for your hard work. Thank you, Chatter. Appreciate you, my dear. Really do appreciate you. It seems like Remy learning not to touch glasses. Remy's never going to learn how to not touch glasses. She's never. I think that Dog and Nick and them have put a healthy pressure on law enforcement. I think it's a healthy pressure. I mean, because it would look bad if, they ended up finding the answers before law enforcement, right? Pressure can be good. It absolutely can be. Hold on. Can someone send me the JLR with Bobby on there? I just texted 2 of the neighbors about that. Hold on. It was Devin, not the same. I want to check something. My phone's going to die. JLR investigates. And it is Sebastian Rogers' neighbor. One hour, 18 minutes.
Knows everything because I don't know what happened. I don't understand. This kid did not just vanish. He just didn't vanish.
But does any neighbors think it was a kidnapping or like think their children are in danger?
So that was the very first thing I asked
I got it.
on
Thank you.
Wednesday when TBI came and sat down with me and talked to me. And I looked at her, I said, I get that you guys are being super quiet about this because it is still an investigation. However, if this kid was kidnapped, don't you think you might want to tell us so that we can kind of lock our kids up and,
Okay, let me see if I can find the timestamp. Let's see. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Uber. Uber. Okay. There was a lot of, no, that's YouTubers. There was a lot. YouTubers. Okay. 6. YouTubers. Nope. Okay. It's 11953. That was a thing when I asked the lead detective. He was like, yeah, we already. Okay. Okay. This is important. 119. Okay.
Be safe or whatever. And she responsibility. I mean, if they're one of their street and then left it up their street and
All right, listen to this.
Kidnapped.
but there was there were no cars that came up their street and then left it up their street and left. The only car that was ever seen was the one that was on Kellen that parked on the corner of Stafford and Kellen for about 3 or 5 minutes where the flashlights came towards it, backed up and left. And then the trash truck and then Katie's SUV and then the police or then.
Are y'all listening to this? This is very important right here. Very, very. Let me find this. Okay. 1 second.
But school bus and then the police. So there was no other car that ever drove up Stafford.
Was it a car that the lights went to? Or like an SUV or a car? Like what type of vehicle was it?
I don't know. I don't remember. It just the words that where I was told was unidentified car. I don't know if it was an SUV or a car or what. That was just what I was told. It was an unidentified car. And that was the other thing is when I asked the lead detective, I said, this car that was on Kellen, he was like, yeah, we already figured that out. That was an Uber. And I was like, no, the Uber was a neighbor on Devon that ordered an Uber about 5:30 to go to the airport. I know that.
Yeah, that was okay. The Uber at 5:30. Hold on. What was that one?
But the car Kellen, he was like, yeah, we already figured that out. That was an Uber. And I was like, no, the Uber was a neighbor on Devon that ordered an Uber about 5:30.
On Devon. 5:30 was Devon.
To go to the airport. I know that. But the car setting on, why would a car sit on Kellen if they were going up the street to get the customer to leave? I mean, you don't sit there.
They do not, and did not, and still don't want anybody to know that that car is very important. And I can just say that you can believe me or you can't, but I promise you it will come out. Okay, Britt. Okay, gotcha. Promise you when it comes out. That will be linked. It will be linked to what happened. Mark my words. They did not. How can I say this? Because they wanted to help steer it back that it was nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. They didn't want to divulge.
Same time, lights are flashing around the time.
Well, at that same time, the trash truck would have been through there. So
Yeah.
you wouldn't have gotten that confused.
Nope.
Why would a car be sitting on a road like around 3:30, 4 o'clock Monday morning? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense.
Well, one thing I say, and it's the truth, the law enforcement is not obligated to tell the public the truth.
Nope.
That's true.
We have to tell law enforcement the truth if we're being interrogated or questioned or whatnot, in a sense, because you.
Was the flashlights or video originally sent as a clip, or was the car also in the video? The car and the flashlight is one video. However, Nick Barris was only sent the flashlight part. Remember when they said they just clipped out a little part? They clipped out a little part of the whole screen. That's what that was. Nick only got the corner of it. But if it was first sent in as a clip of flashlights only, why to take your eyes off the car? They did not want a lot of it out there. That's the only thing I can tell you. And I will not say allegedly on that. I'll just tell you that. I will not say allegedly on that. That's the only thing that I am sure about in this case. Is that they did not want you to know about that. It is one video. Right. Only top right-hand corner was sent to Nick. That's it. I don't see anything from you. I don't see anything on there from you, Nick. It might be me, though. It might not be you. But I can tell you 1,000%. Nobody knows. Nobody in that place is coming out and saying, hold on, what's this? Not a chance. Not a chance. Well, it is a $250,000 question, and what's that peach cobbler? What about my opinion? What do you mean? Do I know whose car it is? No. Nope. I don't. Nope. Sure don't. I wish I did. I wish I did. The neighbors don't even know whose car it is. The people with the footage. Oh, I have an opinion. Yes, I have an opinion. I sure do. Prayers surely. Aunt Nancy, when she asked about the lights not being flashlights, pay attention to how KP finally answered a question, and it's hard not. And it's a hard no, it's not flashlights to me. Oh yeah, I mean he says you know, in Chronicles of Olivia, that's a so No, I won't say whose I believe it is or anything, but I will say I believe it's someone. I will say the persons that I believe is linked to it is very, 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 very close to Sebastian. I agree. I agree. Sassyhound, it's officially been debunked as a 1 hour. What has? What has been debunked? Seen whomever gave the footage to Nick didn't want. Well, no, boo. No, that's not true either, and I'll tell you why. The neighbor sent the person, her friend, the clip of it, and she was, asking like, what are these lights over here, and then they were talking about how the lights came to the car, and she was not supposed to send that to anybody. I need to find that one. Yeah. I'm asking that person what has been debunked an hour ago. To have I'm waiting. It was out months ago. Yes. I texted you the post. I am literally texting two neighbors like as this live happens, and I will just say they disagree. They disagree. Oh, okay. At Night Media. Tiger Shark, welcome, my dear. Somebody became a member. Yay, thank you. Appreciate you, my dear. Welcome to the family. Lady for Justice, thank you so much. Welcome to the family. Really do appreciate you. I got you. Been harassed about the video, in your opinion? No, I don't think so, because they don't speak to many people. Okay. Public update for Sebastian Windrake Rogers. Now that the avenue we explored has been exhausted, we turn to the public assistance. Once more, $500 to $1,500 offered. Hendersonville, Tennessee, December 16th, Dwayne Dog Chapman, known as Dog the Bounty Hunter, and at the team at night joined the private investigators in various states are continuing their efforts and locate 16-year-old Sebastian Windrake Rogers. Since the initial release of information and surveillance findings, the Sumner County Sheriff's Office has conducted interviews with the individual previously known as, quote, Green Hoodie, end quote. After a thorough discussion with the person, law enforcement authorities have concluded that there is no evidence linking to them to the Sebastian's disappearance. Furthermore, intelligence analysis with At Night independently verified the green hoodie poses no concern or relevance to the case. We acknowledge and respect the findings reached out by the Sumner County Sheriffs. We are confident that someone somewhere holds crucial information that could lead to Sebastian's safe return. Our attention has shifted away from Texas Roadhouse, and we are seeking public assistance in new areas as outlined below. If you have any information, regardless of its brevity, you could be the key to locating Sebastian and reuniting him with his loved ones. We are particularly interested in information from specific regions. If you live, work, or frequent travel along the route beginning at the Texas Roadhouse, 309 Indian Boulevard, and ending at Stafford Court, the Hendersonville, we need your assistance. We are looking for any security doorbells or dash cam footage captured on February 25th, 2024 from 4 p.m. local time through 1 a.m. local time, February 26, 2024. Why this matters. The route starts in a busy commercial area on Indian Lake Boulevard, known for its restaurant, shops, and all of that. From there, it leads to Stop 30 Road, where the environment becomes more residential, featuring family homes, neighborhood streets, and areas where people may have been returning to work, hosting visitors, or wrapping up daily routines. As you continue to Tennessee 258 North, New Shackle Road, Island Road, you pass through a well-traveled corridor that mixes established homes, side streets, and occasional small businesses such as convenience stores, auto shops, and local services. Turning onto Tennessee 174 West, Long Hollow Pike Road, brings you closer to the communities with larger lots and quieter semi-suburban feel. Finally, Kellen Lane and Stafford Court sits within a suburban setting where streets are fewer, traffic is lighter, and cameras that residents have on their porches and driveways may capture passing vehicles, pedestrians, or any other activity that would seem ordinary on most nights. While we're looking for residential footage, if you have a porch camera that views the street, a backyard camera angled toward a road, or side yard camera that is catch passing cars or individuals, please review the recordings. Business footage, if you own or manage a business along these roads, whether it's a small retail shop, service location, please send it forward. Dash cam footage, if you were along any segment of the route during the listed hours, your dash cam might hold crucial information, even if it's just cars passing, headlights turning onto side streets, or someone walking along the sidewalk. It could help form a clear timeline. What counts as useful? We're not looking for overt suspicious behavior. We're not only looking for overt suspicious behavior, a vehicle part oddly where it normally isn't, a pedestrian walking at an unusual time, or a turning onto a road that rarely sees traffic can provide context. Even ordinary movements that can become significant when pieced together with other data. We value your time and contribution depending on the relevance, clarity of your footage you provide. We are offering $500 to $1,500. We understand that combing through the recordings can be time consuming, but even a short clip make a significant difference. If you have any footage, please call 833-TELL-DOG, 844-922-3236, or email sebastian@manhunt.one. And there's others here, and I'm not reading it all, so y'all can read it. I'm going to tell you that. It's too much to read right now. My head hurts. Go check those out. I'll read them tomorrow. Yeah, most of them are deleted by now, but some people may have some saved. You never know. You never know. You never know. Thank you, Dee, so much. Really do appreciate the support. Thank you. We love being a pearl. We love you being a pearl and appreciate you. Brenda, thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Are you okay, Janet? You feeling bad? L. Kennedy, I don't know. I disagree. I think Sebastian made it home. I would absolutely he made it home, in my opinion. Oh, she's prepping for a test. She's gonna kick tomorrow or when she takes it. She's got it. Almost 10 months in, and now someone says it's a boyfriend deflection detection going off here. Yeah, I agree. It's about 3. It's the same time as the car. Same time as the car. 77. Thank you, Widow. Appreciate you. A lot of camera footage is stored in a cloud and can be retrieved by putting in the desired dates. Absolutely. And I'm sure a lot of people saved their recordings for around that time that lived in that area as well, just in case. I'm sure they, look through it and all that stuff. No, you got it, Janet. You're good. Trash truck boyfriend, 2 cars. What's next? Exactly. Thank you all so much. I'm at 3.5 hours. I cannot believe it's been that long. I feel like I didn't get all I needed to get done in this show today, but we got tomorrow. Right, Pearls? We will try to take over the world again tomorrow. Pinky in the brain. Yeah. Nothing to see here or there or there. Hey, look at this. Pretty much. Thank you, Promise. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. If we're blessed to have tomorrow. If we're blessed. Thank you, Ash, Cassie, R. Taylor. Love you all. Appreciate. Yeah, they're drones now. How about drones? Drones, I tell you, drones. God bless each and every single one of you. I need to go change a monkey's diaper. I think she's baked something for me, shall we say. All right, everyone. Good night. God bless.